What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Clutch. Today you already know, man, we doing some shit. We doing this Loesta video. Y'all like Loesta. I love Loesta because I'm a hip-hop fan, man. It's Loesta. It's the most embarrassing XXL freestyle. Just had to remember real quick, but we got it down. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm gonna catch y'all.
Get in your face. Here's a question on life. What's life without trees? What's a life without a blunt so I can roll my weed? Heart beating so fast I can calm your soul.
So we here. Without any further ado, let's get into it.
There are a few status symbols in hip-hop which are supposed to let an up-and-coming rapper know they're on the way to success. Years ago, it was getting the unsigned hype column in The Source. Then, for the SoundCloud rap generation, it became when you got the chance to work with Cole Bennett. For a long time, the XXL freshman covers.
Hey, when you got that Cole Bennett, boy, hold on, let me make sure everything's straight with it. When you got that Cole Bennett, I swear to God, bro, it was like heaven was calling down on you. I remember back in them days, man.
Served a similar purpose. It let the world know you were next up, with a crazy track record of success stories ranging from Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole to Wale and Meek Mill. Preceded by a lengthy online campaign, the freshman ciphers and freestyles have become a part of the yearly hip-hop news cycles, but not always for the reasons that they might have hoped. Over the years, there's been plenty of times where it's created viral moments due to how poorly a rapper who was tipped to be the next up performed. At times, it's even killed a career in its tracks. It's your boy Loesta, and these are—
Bro, when anybody starts dancing in the XXL freestyle, and I'm watching this video because, you know, we got the 2025 XXL freestyle. So when anybody starts dancing in the XXL freestyles, bro, you're cooked.
the worst XXL freshman freestyles of all time. Let's begin with one artist who seems to have misunderstood the assignment. Back in 2018, Lil Pump had a crazy, almost unfathomable level of motion when you consider that he's basically a laughingstock today. But riding high off Gucci Gang and D Rose, his inclusion in the XXL freshman list of that year seemed like a foregone conclusion, even if maybe a little unnecessary. Because rather than just keep it moving over those trap instrumentals he was known for, Lil Pump volunteering to spit an acapella freestyle was never really going to end well. Never known as a lyricist, Lil Pump mumbled his way through a pre-written verse.
Bro, I'm gonna say I was a Lil Pump fan, bro, and I'm sorry for pausing it a lot, but I was a Lil Pump fan, bro, and bro, you look back on them days, bro, and you just be like, all my Lil Pump fans, say what's up in the comments, bro. How y'all feel looking back at being a Lil Pump fan, bro? I feel terrible, bro. Should have never listened to Jet.
While looking like he wanted to be anywhere else.
Oh! Hey, piggy ring froze, piggy ring covered in gold. Too many diamonds on my neck, think I might choke. How did these swim with your bitch on my eyes closed? Then my side hoe bring it through the back door. Oh, I got 80,000 in my envelope. Ooh, I just got a Gucci and metal though. Then I got someone with them federal. Ooh, look at my two-tone protect. I smash a hold and forget. I got a fridge on my neck. I'm smoking gas on the jet. Ooh, I love the flex.
Can we watch this? Is Loesta making cheese off this? I'm gonna skip a little bit. But it's
a word on the track is "Get It." As a result, this attempt from him has gone down as an infamous misstep where the cracks begin to show. And just how limited Lil Pump really was began to become apparent to the audiences. I expected nothing, and yet I'm disappointed. The cameramen are laughing in the back, LMAO. As much of a blemish as this was for Lil Pump, it was nothing compared to the trolling that would come to the late OG Mako's way for his own attempts just a few years earlier in 2015. After the infectious piano-filled track, You Guessed It, quickly catapulted him to stardom, Mako soon caught XXL's attention, and judging by how animated he was on the vocals to that track, you'd expect him to be just as high energy in their studio. Plus, in the lead up to the performance, he spoke openly about how he was ecstatic at the prospect of being included, and getting his chance to show what he could do alongside the likes of Vince Staples, Shy Glizzy, Rory, and Fetty Wap among others from that year's class.
This class is kind of
got dogged. Listen to them names that he called out real quick. Let him call them out
of being
again.
Included, and getting his chance to show what he could do alongside the likes of Vince Staples, Shy Glizzy, Rory, and Fetty Wap among others from that year's class.
I don't even know the third one, but 3 out of 4 of them boys is bangers, and you remember all them boys.
It's kind of legendary at the same time because this is a time when music is switching. You know, so you get to see all the new forms of hip-hop represented.
Instead, what they got was a whole host of almost incomprehensible mumbling from Mako, who seemed like he had been left in a daze by the pressure of the occasion.
We the children of the rage, we the children of the days, we the children of going out in the blaze of glory. Hope I don't get caught with that K-Hope. If I do, my homeboy don't switch his story. You know how that go. Hey man, I seen the pick and roll, I seen the...
This don't even sound influenced. It don't even sound confident. I don't hear nothing from him. I hear nothing from him, but let's keep going.
I seen my partner get some hoes a little change, you know, they did their thing, but anyway, we the children of, hey, what a pain, we need that, we hold that in, you can't see that, but, you know, if it's saying to friends, and hey, we gonna bring that, hey, you got the weed, I got the gin, let's mix that, we the children of, hey, man, I'm in school, but money a little bit more important. I think I need to go get this passport so I can keep stunting. I'm just looking for a reason for me to go and do shit you can't believe in.
With Mako stuttering like a spoken word artist at their first open mic night, it was a freestyle that has truly lived on in infamy ever since, and led to no shortage of trolling. Y'all gotta realize something, bro.
Whoa,
OG Mako
skip the flipper?
Infamy ever since, and led to no shortage of trolling.
Oh, y'all don't see Skipper? Shout out to Skipper.
Y'all gotta realize something, bro. OG Mako, the first dude in XXL history to say in a freestyle. He don't even sound like he rapping. He sounds like Floyd Mayweather when he's reading a book. Bruh, was he just talking to himself? Clearly, OG Mako wasn't sure of himself when constructing or relaying these bars. But sometimes, freshmen have the opposite problem, in that they'll deliver some of the worst bars you've ever heard with their whole heart. This was the case with the ATL MC Donis. After garnering a lot of hype on the mixtape circuit, he quickly secured a deal with Atlantic. Still, even after being involved in a bidding war for his signature, he was untested in the market outside of the South. And the XXL freshman cover would serve as a perfect way to
I just gotta check and see if I know any of these people. Okay, I see Cold World, Nip, Wiz. Is that Freddie? Is that Freddie Gibbs? I don't know.
Introduce himself if he stuck the landing. But it's safe to say that's pretty much the opposite of what happened. Almost immediately, he used it to stake his claim for greatness, although it actually did anything but.
Couple months ago, couldn't imagine this at all. Now you're hanging with a star like SpongeBob, Patrick. Everything I do is so coke, classic. Everything I do is so coke, classic. Y'all running off pure caffeine. I'm running off self-esteem. No gas in me, no gasoline. I'm a hybrid mix of all the best rappers that'll ever exist.
As a result, he was trolled remorselessly. Hanging with a star like SpongeBob, Patrick turned this trash right off after that. This dude was in the same class as J. Cole, Big Sean, and Nipsey. Since then, the time that you're most likely to hear Donis' name outside of underground rap circles, who fondly remember his early work, is when the conversation of the worst XXL freshman freestyle comes up. And we can imagine that wasn't the reputation he hoped to have going into it. And sure enough, he's yet to release a debut album to this day. But speaking of rappers who are synonymous with bad freestyles, we have Too Rare. Announced for the 2023 freshman class, this young Philly MC had arrived with plenty of buzz after a string of high-profile collaborations that paved the way for a deal with Warner. Full of bravado and confidence, Too Rare stepped up to spit his verse and wound up dancing instead.
This is undeniably the best XXL moment of all time. Like, I mean, not the best, but the funniest. Bro, why did this nigga start dancing? You're supposed to be rapping. I need to hear a bar. You, yeah. Everybody notice you ain't, yeah.
Predictably, this got him clowned a lot. My ancestors came back from the dead to turn this shit off. They all in the background trying to hold a serious face looking at the ground and shit, cause they know once they exchange glances, they're gonna bust out laughing. After all, it's supposed to be a vehicle to demonstrate how well you can rap, not your dance moves. But rather than accept that it was a miscalculation, Too Rare insisted it was all part of the plan, and that his best performance was left on the cutting room floor.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know it was a method to your madness.
It was a method.
Explain
for sure.
that method.
I was talking to Wack, and Wack was like, yo, you gotta go viral from that shit, you feel me? We from Philly, so I'm like, how can I go viral? Like, damn, like, what can I do that's... She was trying to have me saying, like, too rare, this is my year. Too rare, this is my year. I'm like, no, I can't do that. He really gonna flame me, you feel me? She was like, no, just try to come up with something, da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. Long story short, they didn't even put my best take on this shit, you feel me, to begin with. But the way they chopped it up, you feel me, it's still love for XXL, but the way they chopped that shit up, like, they used, like, one of my first takes, you feel me? It's, like, plenty of takes that was doing. And I probably did, like, my best on, like, the 4th or 5th.
Right, you got comfortable.
And that's the one where I kind of, like, hit the dance and shit at it and all that shit. So the way they chopped it up, I'm like, they ain't had no say, so I'm like, fuck it though. It kind of did what it did, you feel me? But I was kind of really trolling, like, with the dance and shit and all that. Everybody thought I just lost bars and I just started doing the dance. Like, I just let them run with what they run with for real.
Okay, it makes more sense now, but at the end of the day, that is what we think. You gotta remember that if you're a rapper, bro, out here nowadays, bro, nobody's in your head, bro. You're the only person in your head, bro. Niggas don't know what you want to eat, bro. Niggas don't know your favorite food, bro. Niggas don't know your marketing schemes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand the outcomes of your actions, bro. You gotta understand the consequences to your actions, bro. If you start dancing at a freestyling place, everybody is gonna clown you because they came for rapping. You might as well have just dropped a whack freestyle and then probably threw a little dance moves in there and let somebody go on to the next. That's what I'm saying, chat.
Bro, you feel me? It was a gift.
Despite his best efforts, no one is really buying that there's a superior version of that performance. But he's not the only person to refuse to take the L, as the woman behind one of the most infamous and widely mocked XXL freestyles still remains that her appearance wasn't as embarrassing as everyone else believed it was. Going into the 2021 freshman class, Coi Leray already had a whole host of doubters. As the daughter of Benzino, best known these days as one of Eminem's punching bags, she came in with a reputation she didn't exactly choose. Her animated persona and Playboy Cardi style baby voice didn't help her case either. So if she wanted to propel herself away from this reputation, a good showing on a grand stage could go a long way.
Now me, I was and still am a Coi Leray fan, low ball. I haven't heard none of Coi Leray new music on some shit, but like, she did what she was supposed to do on the mic. Pause. Well, no pause. She a woman, but she's not.
But as you probably guessed, it didn't pan out that way. And not only that, she started twerking when she ran out of bars.
How you see that shit?
Oh, I love it when he say my name. Yeah, low key, that my little sneaky link. Yeah, I love when he fuck me to the beat.
Watch how she start singing.
He a freak, fell in love with me. Let's go. Watch us all get lit. Watch us all get rich. Couple niggas with bricks. Couple niggas hold sticks. But you love my butter to me. My wrist. Gotta see, yeah.
We all get money.
Yeah. Bitch,
We all get money. Yeah. We all get money.
Yeah. Bitch, you all get money. Let's go.
Clowned for a little while, this one was quickly declared to be among the most cringeworthy that we had ever seen. But not if you ask Coi, because in the aftermath of this major blemish, she somehow maintained that she had the best one, and was one of the best artists out of the whole pack.
I love music, you know, and all these people that watch XXL that's never been in a studio session, and once again, they never heard my album. So my album is probably the best work I've ever made in my life. Better than any other mixtapes. Like, I'll throw out everything.
That's the thing. That's the thing about it, bro. It could be the best in your heart, but once you're going against a whole bunch of people, bro,
place everything with this album because it's so fire. So to me, it's just like, you know, they don't know. I went up there in XXL. I can't wait till they drop behind the scenes because I was lit. I was saucy. But I knew at the end of the day, I'm going to have fun. Like, they put me up there with Lakia. She's a straight freestyle beast, you know? Like, DDG's pen game crazy. Moray, fire. So I already knew what I was walking into. Somebody had to be the best and somebody had to be the worst. I just feel like if I'm not gonna be the best freestyle, I mean, I'm gonna just have fun with my shit and do whatever makes me happy, you know?
Yeah.
But if you put me in a booth with anybody on that XXL roll up, I guarantee you ain't nobody seen me in the studio, and that's on me.
But it's safe to say that people were not really willing to feed into her delusions. In fact, they even felt like it was harmful to others who would kill for that kind of opportunity. She may not realize it, but her lazy / unprepared performance in the cypher is making it harder for women to actually be taken serious. hilarious. Not only does she think that she had the best freestyle, she thinks she can wash everyone in the studio. Dog, she is insane. In spite of what Koi was—
Let's not act like that, like just, oh man, women aren't being taken serious. Niggas don't get taken serious either. It's a lot of niggas who come out there on that XXL. Bro, the first couple years when Kodak, after he said the who the fuck hit that little sorry beat, y'all niggas didn't start glorifying that shit till at least 2 or 3 years later.
Trying to do, the end result was that everyone was just basically laughing at her. But it's hard to tell if that's a better response than literally terrifying the audience with one of the weirdest spoken word rants you'll hear outside of prison. By the time the late great XXXTentacion descended upon the XXL cover in 2017, he was already well on his way to becoming a superstar, possessing his own unique energy and a trademark style of dark, melancholic raps, which captivated a generation of young listeners. There was a sense that whatever he did during that cypher, it would leave his fans amazed, but it didn't quite go that way. As opposed to flexing his considerable skills on the mic, X instead signaled for them to cut the beat so he could deliver some stark, twisted poetry.
And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I will kill all of you fuckers. Fear will be plentiful, death will be bountiful, I will spare none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, your pacifism got sent to a prison in PC. I seen the devil, he's in you with me, you need saving to listen to this, see. Follow him home, cut the right corner so nobody sees you. Turn off your phone, leave it at home so nobody can trace you. Mask your expressions, appear to be calm, they won't read your intentions. As soon as you're in, let them all know who they're all in the presence of. I am a murderer, I am a demon, the son of a serpent. What is your faith? What is your worth? Have you felt acknowledging? If I kill you now, will you go to heaven and how you believe in that there's approaching you?
Wasn't there an unreleased song that went with one of his freestyles? Because he did 2. He did one like hype and then this one. I ain't like this one. He should have the hype one. I remember that. But I guess he put a stain on XXL with this. So, but what? This was 2018. This was probably the last XXL that was good.
Sex and think before lying and blessing.
That felt more like an evil ritual than a rap performance, and it led to some hilarious memes.
We're having such a great time, guys.
Shut
right?
the fuck up.
Man, we just having fun, man. We just
Slip my wrist on a cross. I fucking hate God. And all you faggots are nothing. I'm a God. I don't give a shit about rap. I'm a Jesus. White God on my pieces. Sizzle for bosom, my father. God.
What are you even saying?
Hell. This shit of the fuzz of bosom. And fuck the bitches. I don't give a shit.
Sound like an out of breath.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Save me.
As you'd expect, this strange performance left most people scratching their heads, but it still managed to gain a cult following among his most loyal fans. Above all, X's performance should prove just how much of a magnetic spirit he had, because if anyone else had even attempted something like that, they'd have been the butt of the joke forever. And someone who knows all about being in that unfortunate position is Lil Mosey. Looking back, the 2019 cypher was a severely mixed bag. In the aftermath, DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion were praised for their showings, both of them cementing themselves as real future stars. But for Lil Mo,
DaBaby and Megan did their thing. I remember this, bro. I keep on saying I remember this. I feel old now, but bro, DaBaby ran this shit, bro. Megan ran circles around the cameraman.
Mosey, the Blueberry Faygo artist, had a very poor outing, and one other one who severely dropped the ball, but we'll get to that later.
God damn, I feel like the man. Freshman of the year, I woke up like the man. Never popping Zans, cause they killing me, damn. When you got it money, they be trying to be your friend. Okay.
As word got around about just how badly it did, Mosey promptly got flamed from all angles. And even to this day, it lives on as a disaster like few we've seen before or since. Lil Mosey gave us that high school lunch table freestyle. Unlike some others who've been unable to concede to what went wrong, Mosey held his hands up to it and actually seemed to take it all in good humor. I'm not gonna lie, my freestyle was trash. I don't freestyle, as y'all can see. I like to write songs and sing melodies, but I tried and had fun. While it's not really his usual usual style, Mosey still did his best to attempt to put some rhymes together. But the other man in the freestyle, other than the baby and Megan, didn't understand the assignment at all. As Worth It elevated him into stardom, YK Osiris was intent on telling anyone that would listen that he was the breath of fresh air that R&B needed. But he was definitely not a great fit for the freshman cover in terms of skill set. As a result, his freestyle was trolled for sounding like an American Idol audition that was cut off in the middle.
Tell me why you changed on me, why you had to change. You know that you changed on me, why you had to change.
And soon, his contributions to the cypher weren't received much better as he persisted with refusing to rap.
I swear you niggas always looking like y'all know me. I put them diamonds on my neck and now they want it. And now she wanna get it right now. And I'ma let her go, cause right now. And when she talking about she body, she ain't body. I wanna body, so the body,
But unfortunately, he isn't the only one who's done this, as the precedent for singers struggling to lock into the task was set long ago by a strangely haunting performance from Ty Dolla $ign. These days, Ty is renowned as a great vocalist who can bring a new flavor to basically any track. That's why he's so in demand for features, and even teamed up with Kanye for a joint album prior to him losing what was left of his mind. But it's miraculous that any of that happened if any of them watched this strange effort from him.
I likes to get my dick sucked while I'm getting high. Make a deep throat, the mouth never get dry. I say, who pussy is this? She say dollar sign.
No.
Who pussy is this? She say dollar sign. She stripping still got a 9 to 5. Say that she mine, but that's a lie. These hoes will tell you anything. She want the money and the fame. Sounds what you really don't be loving these hoes. These hoes don't be loving these. Really, we all just want the money, 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 baby, baby. Push it, ain't
start trying to look at anything else but the TV.
I said I only smoke papers. Come pick it with the Taylors.
All right, man. All right, man. All right. Jeez.
This video makes me uncomfortable. The cameraman is a victim. How did his career survive this? Where Ty Dolla $ign made everyone watching feel like they had just been assaulted, Anderson .Paak, on the other hand, just left people a little disappointed. If you know anything about Anderson, he's one of the most versatile artists in the game. Over the years, he's exhibited his ability to do everything from R&B to soul, and even hip-hop with ease. However, the XXL cypher alongside Designer and Lil Dicky was one scenario where he couldn't rise to the occasion.
I took your mama to Yard House. I took her to Yard House. I took your mama to Greystone. We got in with no problems. I bought us tickets to Key Sweat. It was live at Pachanga. Look, I took your mama to Oxnard. We went surfing on longboards. Like I hopped on the stage. I hopped off the stage and got right on the plane. I know it's a tip, but I'm bringing out Dre. I'm bringing out K. I'm bringing out Tip. I'm looking 3 stacks in the face. I'm with the Free Nationals. What more can I say? This shit is a trip.
Looking at me?
Lemonade, lemonade, baby, I'm faithful. What more can I say? I'm fucking the flesh like to cope with the pain. What more can I say?
When you consider how much he's achieved, it probably wasn't a huge deal. However, the problem is it did cause people to diagnose Paak as a whack rapper when he's far more than that. I didn't listen to Anderson .Paak for years because of this cypher. Glad I came around to his music eventually though. Same, I realized he's not a rapper per se. The cypher was the worst thing he's ever done, and the rest of his career is incredible. But for Lil Dicky's, it's the other way around. However, it's safe to say that he's redeemed himself and then some ever since. He's not the first renowned artist to take a misstep at this prestigious event. Even legends have faltered. Whether it was Future rapping over a beat that he'd never normally touch.
Yeah. Coke boy, something like Montana. With the bird gang like Santana. Real street reppin' for Atlanta. Ain't dropped, but I'm still in the phantom. And I blow that money fast like a candle. Yeah, and I still got stamina. Let my little homie do you on camera. Yeah, we ain't nothing but some animals. Got a house and a condo in Miami. What you doing, what you do for the fucking Grammy? How I do what it take for the paper chase. Freestyle out the dome, whatever it take.
Or Cardi basically repurposing Magnolia, but with less effectiveness.
Yeah, hide it in my sock. Hide it in my sock. Ooh, serenary rock. First I park my car, then I pour the walk. I'm a walk star. I'm a pop star. Ay, pop a lot of beef. Ay, she just on the team. Ay, she was on the fiend. She just on the dream. Ay, I just got a new hoe. That's my favorite bitch. Ay, I just got a new watch. Diamonds on my wrist. Ay, yeah. Ay. Watch this, ayy, LV's up, Kim Jones in my line, had to plug up, ayy. All these hoes wanna fuck cause I'm money up, ayy. Counting all this cash, got a nigga money tight, ayy. Nigga ain't right, then the nigga getting fired. I don't really fight, nigga, hit him where he lying. Stop the cap and stop the line.
But while they weren't exactly the show-stopping outings they'd hoped to deliver, these were at least allowed to see the light of day, in spite of the clear lack of finesse or talent on show. Well, in the case of one member of the 2024 freshman class, he hit a new low when he wasn't even allowed to be released. An emerging artist from North Carolina, Huncho had racked up some high-level collaborations in the lead up to being named among the XXL freshman class. So naturally, they included him in all the usual promo content you'd expect from the rollout. But when his trailer dropped, it backfired almost instantly. Fans clowned him hard for the heavy use of autotune, turning this clip into a full-on roast session.
I deserve it, I make it worth some, I don't care what you're worth. On my block still, tell me why would I leave, this shit on my turf.
Yikes. Well, whether his label 300 intervened or XXL anticipated such a poor response that they thought they'd spare him, the whole thing was prevented from ever seeing the light of day, leaving hip-hop fans who just wanted to laugh at him very upset. My heart is broken. I wanted to see this shit so bad. I guess they actually do read those comments. They predicted serious clownery. Whether it can be a golden opportunity, the XXL freshman freestyle clearly isn't something that should be taken lightly. Because if you mess it up, it might be a curse that sticks around with you from then on out.
Okay. Alrighty, man. That was a good video, man. That was a good video, man. I hope y'all
ready to avoid talking about salary?
Oh, hold on. So videos just play when you tell them not to? I hope y'all enjoyed that video, man. That was a real good video, man. I enjoyed having y'all here, man. I enjoyed watching that video with y'all. Shout out to LaWaster for the video, man. That was the most embarrassing XXL freestyles, man. Can we check out the XXL 2025? If we can, I might check it out. I might do a little reaction on it. But hey, man, we dropping every Friday. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, do everything else, whatever you want to do, whatever I want to do, whatever I want you to. I don't know, bro. Come on, bro. Just show me some love, bro. At the end of the day, man, I love y'all boys, man. Everybody stay safe. Everybody.